Hello, Patreon. We were just talking about what if you took acid and manifested a dog for the entire trip, like Scooby from Scooby-Doo. But he's not real, of course. You just are hallucinating.
And you're just solving these wacky adventures. And the adults
Scooby-Doo's
are
a really
like, damn,
big
kids.
dog.
Great Dane.
You could probably ride him
Oh, yeah?
Ooh.
like a horse.
I feel like Shaggy has been doing a lot of riding on Scooby.
Yeah, shit.
Why are
spend
you
a lot of
obsessed
time
with
together.
Shaggy and Scooby fucking, Jay?
He's riding his coattails.
Oh,
Yes.
Scooby's the star of the show, but Shaggy's always trying to get in the limelight.
That's why they call him Shaggy. He's just looking for a quick shag mate.
Shaggy
Shaggy
kind of a
can-
bitch for that one.
Shaggy can speak more than 4 words of English, though, unlike Scoobs. So he's kind of like his translator. Wait, Scooby can talk, right? Wait, can he say
Shaggy's
words?
friends?
He can say
Yeah.
words. He can
He
say
says,
words.
"Ruh-roh, Ruggy."
He can say like Reggie.
Yeah. Right. How many words does Scooby
How many
do
lines does he
know?
have in the movie?
I don't think it
We
does.
finally have a name for Scooby-Doo's speech disorder.
What?
Scooby-Doo's
It's a
speech
disorder?
disorder.
Well,
The fuck?
I think the disorder was that he's a fucking dog.
It turns out that he was actually traumatized as a child. And ever since then, he's only been able to say the words "rut-row."
Oh, shit.
45 years. He's actually 45 years old.
Oh my god, that's an old dog.
In like dog years or like human years? Or like acid trip years? Because those are 3 very different things.
Human years.
It's apparently called erotic replacement.
Erotic replacement.
No,
I mean, you
erotic.
put an R in front of
R-H-O-T-I-C.
Is this real or are you guys like
I'll read this
doming
article in Scooby-Doo speech. Rut reach reporter, Ruby Roo actually Rav. Apparently the disorder is just that he puts an R in front of everything. Syndrome.
Can we do an entire podcast like that?
Welcome back to the
Rest. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. A person walked into my office talking like Scooby. There's no question I would diagnose them with a speech disorder, says Dr. Stephen Long, associate professor in Marquis University speech
Okay, but
pathology.
What?
But Scooby's a fucking dog. He doesn't
Yeah.
need to be
Okay.
diagnosed with a
It's not
speech disorder.
discriminate, all right? You know,
He
that's
hasn't got a
that's the
speech
problem with
disorder.
America today,
I think
Toby.
the guy's schizophrenic if he sees Scooby-Doo walk into his office.
He's a dog.
Schizophrenic doctor doesn't actually have any patience. He's just imagining a bunch of clients come in. He's actually been in an insane asylum for years.
I've got no patience for your bullshit.
Oh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, that's a singer. Can we get a slide whistle? Just to make a noise whenever. That'll do.
That'll do,
do.
donkey.
Right. Okay. What the fuck are we going to talk about this week?
Oh, our story, Fitz. From when we went out to dinner like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, we did go out to dinner.
Yeah,
We
did
had
someone's
a little-
car get hit? What the fuck happened
Yeah,
there?
we'll talk
Don't
about
talk about it yet.
Yeah, no,
we'll
don't talk about it yet.
It's not a.
Drag out that one
No,
story
dude,
for
there's
60
the
minutes.
homeless man.
milk that shit.
There's the cum.
There's the crack pipe.
Come.
Yeah,
Now I'm interested.
there's a lot to get
Oh,
into.
boy.
Why is Jay so gay today?
No,
mate,
he's got the
Why are you
back
shutting
on.
them
gay
down?
all the time?
So you just hate gay people. I get it.
Yeah, always.
Understandable.
Forever and always.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruh my
Marriage.
politics.
Well, it's not. That's a bad idea.
But politics is so funny.
No, that's a terrible idea
Yeah,
to talk about
dude.
right now.
The election.
I-
Let's,
Oh.
no,
Election.
let's stay
I don't
away from that
necessarily
for a
think-
20-foot pole, mate.
We should
The
I don't-
worst
predict what's
thing-
gonna. We should.
Somebody
No matter
asked
what
me.
happens.
Someone asked me
No.
on stream. They said, "What are your thoughts on the election?" I said, "My thoughts are that people shouldn't fucking talk about it in a gaming live stream." And then,
Yep.
and then I ended it there.
Unless you're Hassan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gaming.
That's a normal stream, though.
We should predict what's Like we should say what's happening right now, and then say that this podcast was recorded like 8 months ago, and then people would be like, "Oh my
I think
god,
the
Pod,
exact
they predicted
electoral
it."
numbers are going to be.
One
Yeah.
thing's for sure, no matter who wins the election, either one is going to be smug as fuck about it on Twitter, and it's going to be another cycle of just bitterness and resentment in America. I'm keen for it. Let's go.
Look,
This season's
Civil
gonna be
War
lit, bro.
poggers.
Glad
if
to
Big
be
Donnie
in
gets it
America.
out of
In
his
your
system,
face. It's going to be like that.
it's kind of crazy that he's been in office for 4 years.
Did you call him Big Donnie?
Big Donnie.
Yeah, Big Donnie.
Sounds like his porn star name. What the fuck?
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm
Big Donnie.
I'm
huge.
Big Donnie with the big dong.
Yo, who you guys
huge.
bidding on the Civil War?
Yeah.
Who you guys bidding on?
Civil War?
Yeah, who you guys bidding on?
The
You
U.S.
put some money
government.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
America
military.
will win.
I'm going to
They have a
invest in
big military.
AR-15 stocks.
But
Nah.
the thing is,
You got to go with the handguns, dude.
True.
It's concealable.
if it's a civil war, doesn't that mean it's two parties in the same country fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just what
You just summed up America.
That's true, actually.
shit
It's whoever the military sides with.
is.
The military
which
are
one?
autonomous.
Yeah, the military is just a
third.
third party, and they're like, nah, fuck this. We're going to do our own thing.
We're doing our own thing. Maybe, yeah, that'd be so funny if they just
Own
decided.
country.
Nah, dude.
America's military could just make their own country with the size it is, bro.
There's no way there'd actually be like a civil war.
Nah, probably not.
Nah, there's some riots.
Yeah, riots, but no,
The real
no
civil war is
civil
happening
war.
online every day. That's the real civil war. It's going.
Yeah, gamers are oppressed these days. It's so sad.
Rise up, gamers.
Yeah, there's only going to be a civil war until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, and everyone's just going to go back to being
Yeah.
inside, fucking playing it.
Okay.
That's true.
But if Cyberpunk gets delayed again,
Oh,
then it's slaughter. It's the
The
slaughter.
nukes are coming up.
Yeah.
So we enter another
Over.
Cold War. Except instead of waiting for nuclear or fallout, it's gonna be waiting for cyberpunk. Everyone's just waiting
Yeah.
until it drops. It's gonna be tense. The world is gonna be tense.
I'm excited for it.
Tense.
Past tense.
Past tense, present tense, future tense.
Future, present,
What-
perfect tense.
What is
Camping
the past
tents.
tense of camping in a tent? Yeah.
Mm.
Camped.
We camped in the
Okay. Well, I wasn't actually asking.
Yeah.
But you
alright.
were.
But yeah, what the fuck you were asking?
I'm sorry, guys. I ruined it. You know,
Look, there's
I
no
made
such
it weird.
thing as a rhetorical question, Toby. Listen, you're asking something. You better be prepared for the answer. All right, because it's coming your way.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, who wants to be a millionaire? Obviously, everyone. Except that one guy, Dave. He's just not cool with that.
Yeah.
I reckon there's probably some people that don't want to be millionaires.
Yeah, what if Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was actually just a rhetorical question, and the entire show is just talking about like who wants it? Like, why would we want to be a millionaire? Like, what's it?
No?
Like you gotta pay lots of tax, and
There's a bunch of people wanting your money all the time. Like, you gotta worry about more shit.
But it
Just a
is
conversation.
nice. Money is nice.
Yeah.
Money would be pretty lit.
Yeah, like or you'll do the entire quiz. You'll be on $1 million prize. You'll get it right, and then they'll say, "Do you want to be a millionaire?" And you'll go, "Actually,
No. I just enjoyed my
Now that you
experience
mention
here.
it.
You had to go through all those questions just to answer the final one.
The real
fuck?
prize was the lessons we've learned along the way.
exactly.
Also, I just low-key, I will actually take the $1 million if it's still on the table.
I just don't want my family knowing about it.
I just said that for the ratings. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that a thing? Like if you win the lottery, that's like one of those old Reddit pieces of advice that I've seen. Only ever on Reddit, where it's like, if you win the lottery, don't tell anyone, or your entire family will exploit you, and you make sure you get an account in and set up, which is probably sensible. But I don't know if you guys encountered that idea of like, if you come into a lot of money real quick, maybe don't post about it on Facebook.
Just spend it all.
Can I get $20? You just won the lotto. Come on. And next thing you know, every Jim, Joe, and Harry has gotten $20 from you.
It's a whole
I
ball
think the
of
way to
wax.
do it is
Oh,
you tell them you want a percentage of what you actually did win. So if you win like 20 million, you go like, oh my God, I just won $200,000. Because then people still go, okay, that explains your spending a little.
Yeah. But they're
But
not going to ask you like,
you don't
yo,
have
can
to-
I get like $100,000 from you when you only won like 200 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, he's smart.
There are
Save the rest for
states
your
that
retirement.
if you win the lottery, like it's required that like you go on TV and have your face out there and you accept a giant
So
check,
fuck.
and it's the
That's
whole
so
thing. It's like,
trash.
okay, just ruin my fucking life. Make
Yeah.
make me and my family a target of extortion and blackmail. Have
In exchange for,
cartel
though-
members take my daughter and hold her ransom. You know,
Mm.
Honestly,
'Cause that's
for
all it
$20
does.
million.
You can just
dollars,
buy
like,
a new daughter, bro.
Yeah.
just buy one.
Yeah.
Buy one of those
daughter,
robots.
move to Cambodia or something. I don't know.
If I won the lottery, I'd spend it all instantly so no one can ask for anything. No matter how
Buy-
much it is. No matter how much it is.
Just buy Jeffrey Epstein's private island.
Yeah,
Like,
why
all
not?
right,
You're
You're
knocking down his mansion apparently in Florida. Like
Really?
the $20 million one.
Dude, why knock it down? Why not just like, why not turn it into an orphanage?
Because knowing Florida, they'd probably knowing how fucked they are in Florida, they'd probably turn it into a historic site and be like, look, come through, do the tours. This used to be Jeffrey Epstein's
Right
fucking
next
mansion. This is
right
where he diddled the
next to
kids in this
Disney.
corner.
And
Right next to
basically,
Disney
young girls
World.
jerk
Burn
off
that shit
Jeffrey
down,
Epstein
bro.
over his stomach.
Massage
Burn
table.
that shit.
Here in this room, we've reconstructed the toilet paper noose that he used to kill himself in prison.
Wink.
Wait, he made a noose out of toilet paper?
How the fuck
Allegedly.
did he do
Toilet
that?
paper's not that
toilet paper,
strong.
wasn't it bed sheets? Or am I?
Oh, what, was it bed sheets?
Oh, certain it
Toilet
wasn't toilet
paper.
paper. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, toilet paper falls apart in water and your body's like 98% water. Myth busted, bro.
You really think that the,
No
the
way.
excuse was a toilet paper noose, Swagger? Do you think that would fly?
What? I'm
it works
sure
so
I
far.
can make a noose out of toilet paper.
Not one that
There's
would
no
ever
way.
work.
I don't know if you could.
There's literally
you can.
no chance.
Look.
Like, it's not going to happen.
Look,
Yeah,
he
no,
could
it
make
was
one. That
made
doesn't
out
mean
of-
it's going to work.
Oh, he's
There are
actually
photos
gonna
of it. It
go
looks
get
like it was
Oh,
made out of
Jesus
his prison robes.
Bro, there's no way he's making
They're-
a noose out
it's
of
like
toilet
orange.
paper. That works.
Yeah, we gotta see. We gotta
Imagine
see a
he tries it and it
demonstration as
does
well.
work.
We gotta see this.
It's just like, fuck, what?
He
It's gonna
just
take
hangs
a while.
himself on
Yeah.
the
toilet
podcast.
paper.
This is going to take a while.
Swagger hangs himself, not clickbait.
Via toilet paper. Oh my god.
I'm almost out of toilet paper too, so this is really,
Not worth,
really to
not
demonstrate the
worth.
A
point.
rare commodity in
this-
2020.
I can hang myself and then wipe my ass. It's a double whammy.
Yes. My bidet spits blood.
Ew.
Ew.
It's fucking rancid.
It's a natural cleanser.
Nah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, you
I
don't even know.
always bathe in the blood of my enemies.
Oh, it's
Bidets.
your enemy's blood. Well, that changes stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to use my own blood.
Here on the Misfits Podcast, we answered the question: Can Jeffrey Epstein actually hang himself with toilet paper?
Can you hang it?
Just want to say that literally no one's proposed that he hung himself with toilet paper except SwaggerSouls ever. It's not really even a myth.
We're going to answer the question now. The answer is no.
No,
But we're just going to let him.
I'll let him do the same way because it's probably going to be funny.
Surely he gets a
Very huge
demonstration as
bed
well.
sheets. Very clearly didn't actually use anything at all and is actually hiding away in Mexico right now.
It's just like Hitler,
Yeah.
except Hitler lives in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Got a
and
Mexican correspondent outside Jeffrey Epstein's house in Mexico right now. Jose, what do you have to say?
Hola, senor.
Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm a big fan. Want to tell me how you pulled this off. So I do not know.
What the fuck? Some random cunt just finds him hiding.
How you being such a big piece of shit for so long, no one find out. Tell me. I buy my own island, man. I tried to do like you. I don't know why he sounds like that, but he just does. He's got a funny way of talking.
Jose
All right,
sounds like
Swagger.
that.
What do you got there?
I'm making rope
Mate.
out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mate,
Is
there's
that the actual podcast? Rick?
Should we
Hey,
just
welcome
have
back to
Swagger
the
tying the
podcast.
noose?
Swagger
the
is
entire
making a
show?
noose.
Halfway
I
through,
think-
he hangs himself.
This is just a show. And this is only a small amount of toilet paper, but I've tightened it into a rope.
Bro, no need to flex on us. Some people
Wow, that worked great, didn't it?
The point is that with enough toilet paper, you can make a strong enough rope that can at least strangle you.
Yeah, but isn't toilet paper like rare these days now? Like people are buying that shit up.
That's
Not
why
anymore.
it's rare,
Like,
because he used to be
yeah.
hanging
No,
himself.
No, that's what they want you to
Yeah.
do. It's actually rare because of the lack of trees.
Oh, no way.
That's right,
Dude,
deforestation.
rip the Amazon.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's rip it apart.
Yeah, rip it
Rip
up.
the Amazon.
I need more
Can't wait till
IKEA
fires
discs.
start coming back. Oh my god, 21's gonna be lit. What?
221.
Better every
21.
year.
What if it's just a repeat of the exact same thing, and we just like glitched now in a
Bro,
simulation?
When are they going to cancel
Groundhog
the
Year?
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh no!
The future is officially canceled.
Just
Future is now.
comes and then it's just
Starting
fucking-
now.
Oh,
That was weird. All right, should we start the show?
That's good.
Yeah.
I haven't even found a review. That's something I'm supposed to do.
You fucking prick.
Oh my god.
Should have
Dude, I hate this guy. I hate
fucking
working with
hate
this
him,
guy.
dude, bro.
Fucking
Oh my
asshole.
god.
Fuck you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
I'm the
god.
nicest guy in the
Spit on
office.
him, bro?
I'm always getting
With this fucking virus going around, why would you spit on him?
I'm a nice guy. And
very nice.
probably the nicest guy in the world.
The least racist person.
I'm the most least racist person.
These small hands couldn't hurt nobody.
Except that hooker. She was a bitch. Yeah, you get him. Yeah.
Okay, I got a review. Let's go. Let's get it cracking.
How
Crack
did
a lacking.
Donald Trump grab someone by the pussy if everyone talks about pussies being gorilla grips?
And welcome back to the Misfits Podcast. I mentioned all right. That's a great point, Toby.
Thanks.
Anyway.
Okay. Bye, Patreon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Patreon.
Bye, bitch.
Whoa. Language, bro. That was uncalled for.
Hello, and welcome back to the Misfits Podcast, rated 5 stars on iTunes by I Dunk My Balls in Soy Sauce. They say, Vince, if you have a small cock, Thank you.
What was that middle part?
I don't know. It's sounding like it's a long scream.
Wait, was
Yeah.
that in
There
reference
was
to
like
the
that-
fact you can taste soy sauce in your nuts or some shit?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's a
It's
throwback.
Last podcast, we did talk extensively about, well, maybe you can taste the soy sauce if you dip your
Was
nuts
that 2 or 3 podcasts
Yeah.
ago?
in. Listen, does it
No,
really
the
matter?
days are
I've
blending
been dunking
together.
my nuts in soy sauce ever since, and I ain't tasting anything. I don't know about you.
Someone should dip their nuts in gamer subs.
Someone should
Yeah.
dip their nuts in GamerSubs, which, by the way, is also our sponsor. Go to gamersubs.gg and use code Misfits for 10% off.
Mm.
Been energizing us for years.
Fun fact: we were over Ryan P's the other day, and we saw on Twitter a friend of ours, Goonan, was blasting his GamerSubs with a blowtorch, and it was turning the GamerSubs into small melted balls that would then solidify, and then he would pick them up and eat them like a little snack. And
No
so I thought, like, whoa, we have to fucking try this. No, we have to fucking try this. So I asked Ryan, hey, can I borrow your blowtorch? And he goes, what for?
The dab blowtorch, right?
Yeah, the dab blowtorch, the one they use for the dabs. I go, can I borrow the dab blowtorch? He goes, what for? And I go, hey, I wanna try this thing that Goonan's trying out. And he goes, sure. So I get one of those like little cookie trays, and like a little baking sheet, and then I put a bunch of GamerSubs, different flavors, onto the tray, and then I blast it with the blowtorch, and believe it or not, it actually worked. It made these small little balls, and it melted it down.
Did they like form into the balls on their own? Like
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so like it'll the ones that melt come together, and then they like roll off of the powder, and then you just wait a little bit, you blow on it, and then you can pick it up and eat it.
But like,
I tried it.
Point? Does it like taste good or?
Oh,
Is it just to melt shit?
it tastes really, really strong, but it's like sour. Because it was the dragon fruit that I tried it with, and it was, you bite into it, you pucker your lips. You're like, ooh, this hits hard. But like, understandably, if you got a scoop of that shit and you melted it all down, we managed to mold them into like little tablets. I call them gamer drops. And then you pop it in your mouth, you suck on them, and then that's how you get your caffeine.
Wow. Wait, so I guess the caffeine still completely hits, right? Like in this form. Probably.
Yeah.
Would you say one ball is like a scoop? It's probably a few scoops, no? Like,
Eight- 80
ball?
scoops.
No.
How
Well,
big are the balls? What's
it's
the size? We talking like gumdrop? We talking like little marble? Like what are we talking about?
it's a scoop's worth. Just melt it down, and then melt it down to the goo. You grab the goo, and it's still malleable. And then you press it into a pill.
Wow. So if you want to consume gamer subs like a heroin addict, then go ahead and get your blowtorch and eat it up over a spoon. Why not?
Yeah. Otherwise, you can be like the rest of us and snort it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are scientists.
Don't actually
over
do
here.
that. Don't actually do that. Snort it, I mean. Feel free to melt it down with a blowtorch and munch on it. Different flavors yield differing results. I tried the newest flavor, which is yet to be released. I tried to burn it down, but it wouldn't work as well. If anything, it was just kind of scorching and burning it. But it still did taste okay. So there you go.
Is it irresponsible in today's climate to say something as if it's true, even though you're joking, and then not acknowledge that it's a joke afterwards when you're on a podcast like this? Like, do we really have to clarify, like, every time we're joking about something? Because if we don't, that people will do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, we did a whole podcast where we talked about murdering someone.
Yeah, which I love.
That we actually did,
that.
though.
To me, like, the fact that you have to be like, by the way, that was a joke, kind of kills it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's also, we know from being in this position that a lot of people just believe the things we say.
Yeah. We've made a lot of jokes that people believe.
It's really peculiar. And
also, I mean,
are we responsible for that, or like should we just let be idiots?
The only reason I was clarifying that was a joke was because it concerns your sponsor.
Oh, I know.
You know.
But not the well-being of the fucking audience. That's not what you care about, right?
Oh, well, the well-being of the audience comes second to the happiness of the people that pay us. I was fucking around. That was a joke.
There's
Fitz's
also the
point.
other side of the coin. The other side of the coin is the people. I mean, there's so many people that will believe all the jokes we say are true somehow. But then there's the other side of the people who don't believe the serious shit and assume everything's a joke.
Right.
Which I know there's also a lot of those as well.
Which I guess is the weirdness of like the slight parasocial relationship we're in, where they know some of who we are and some of our ideas, but they don't know all of them, and they don't like really know for sure because they don't actually fucking, they haven't actually met us. Most of these people, interesting. Yeah. But man, that whole trans joke, that was the best one of last year for sure.
I get people coming into my stream and asking me, they go, is that a bit? It's a bit, right? So you think I made a bit for a whole year? That would be so fucking good.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
That's commitment, Toby. Congrats.
Could you imagine if I said it was a joke after a year?
You should go wait until you have the surgery and then say it was all a bit. It's all a bit.
I can't see it because leading up until you actually came out, like in my videos especially, there were a lot of jokes about your sexuality and the fact that like, you're ambiguous and like, all these like whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I can kind of get it. Especially, you never know, like when an audience member is commenting how much they've consumed. Like maybe they've just hopped in one episode. Maybe they've been following for years. Like you just don't know. Maybe they're joking by being like a joke, so.
Oh my God.
Jokeception. The thing to do is just not to read anything.
I like that.
Oh my God, you got it.
I can't read anyway. I lost that ability when I started taking hormones.
Also your ability to drive, apparently.
It was seriously impaired. Cooking.
That's insane. Toby,
cooking.
This is a half joking question. But I just want to lay it down for you. Would you consider getting a mold made of your penis?
So I can go fuck myself?
Well, not even that, but more so just to be like, to have it after your surgery, be like, oh, if you ever wondered like what my cock looked like, here it is. There's a dick.
I mean,
and you can also make multiple of them.
Sell them on eBay.
You could literally sell them.
Dude, big brain.
Yeah. Well, there's also the other side of, when they're making a vagina, they don't use the balls. So like, I'm gonna have two balls. We could gold plate them and sell them.
Dude, you're gonna be able to charity. Are you gonna be able to keep your testy?
I don't know. I feel like if you asked, they'd maybe let you.
Dude, they have to. It's yours.
Surely you make it
your property.
Gold plate it, make it into a necklace.
Dude, a chain, like diamonds on it.
In Australia, like there was those metal kangaroo balls that people put on the back of their truck. Do that, but with your actual balls. The spray painted chrome. Piggybacking on Swagger's question from before, I also wonder, like, let's say you've transitioned fully. It's the thing of the past, like the fact that you used to be male. It's like a few years in the future. would you be comfortable being like, oh, like here's a picture of my penis, like this is what I used to have? Like, would you ever, or is that always like not with social media, but with like close friends? Not that I want to see your cock. It's just like I just wonder, like,
Kind of seems like you
comfort level for you.
Kind of seems like you want to see my cock.
What would the relationship?
Well, I would want to see
I'll
it
admit I'm
before
curious.
it's gone,
You know,
right?
Yeah, surely give us all a little sauce once.
Yeah, dude. You kind of want to, like, you know. I feel like you owe us. Is all
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta do it
saying.
for the boys.
I think I would be more likely to show someone a mold of it than an actual photo of it.
That's fair enough.
No, I mean, we want to see the actual thing before it's gone, you know, like the day
I'll
of.
give you all
Yeah.
a dildo, like me and Mel Kofic gave us
Yes.
flashlights.
Yes.
That'd be pretty sick. I just thought it would be a funny idea, just like in memoriam, like a plaque,
Yeah,
like a tombstone.
yeah, it would be pretty funny.
You just make it into a suction cup and stick it on your wall somewhere with a plaque beneath it saying,
Yeah.
"Here lies."
We can
Old
fucking
faithful.
throw it.
Rest
We can
in
try to
peace.
throw it onto the roof of the office, see if it sticks.
Just put it right next to your fucking like YouTube plaques and everything.
I guess once you make the mold, you can also just mass produce your cock.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true. You
Yeah.
can do it out of metal. You can do it out of silicon. You could.
It'll be my first merch piece, you know?
There you go. It's like a
But
bonus.
the best thing is you could sell it as a combo where it comes with like a fleshlight and a dildo, right? And then they can come with the dildo in the fleshlight. So it's like a little, you know, saving space.
It's like a capper.
you poor use the word "cum." You meant in the mail.
yeah, I
Come in the mail.
I meant in the mail, yeah.
You guys ever come in the mail?
I come on
Yeah.
the mail.
On the mail. Yeah,
Yeah.
just before opening it. Yeah. Yeah, just so that my
What, you guys don't come in mails?
Mm,
Yeah.
I get the joke now.
I come in boxes.
I come in buckets. Anyway.
Do you ever wash the buckets?
No, I give them to the poor.
Oh,
We
okay.
had for one thing, as we mentioned last podcast, here in Melbourne, the coronavirus situation is a lot better. It's actually our 7th day with no cases in a row. So that's
Is it 7 now? It's a whole week.
a whole week of no new case days here in Victoria, Australia, which is honestly
Feels good,
unbelievable.
man.
Honestly unbelievable. Can't believe that the city and the state beat this thing. But what's great about it is that it's meant that we can actually leave the house a little bit more now and fucking, you know,
Go
we actually have
outside.
some content. Like me and Swagger went to dinner a couple nights ago.
Yeah, 2
When did we
nights
start
ago.
with that evening? Like what? I'm struggling to remember like everything
Well,
that happened.
We ended up going to a restaurant, some Asian restaurant. Ryan P was there. He invited us out to a dinner just to talk over a couple important things. And
That's right.
then, you know, he did the Ryan P order, which I haven't experienced in months now, 4 or 5 months. So it was like a fucking buffet of all this Asian food coming out onto the fucking table. I was stuffed by like the end of appetizers. I was like, I can't fucking eat anymore. And then he goes, "Oh, well, lucky for you, we have weed." And so he passes this grinder and a bag of weed and papers over to Manuel, who's sitting right next to him. Manuel is his personal assistant. And so he's just grinding it under the table while like waiters are coming by and all that shit. And he's rolling a joint. He rolls 2. And then before entrees come out, we're like, all right, let's go outside. Let's smoke or whatever. So we go outside. We're hitting this joint. We're bullshitting. And then I'm pretty sure it was like a homeless guy, right? They came around.
We didn't know if he was homeless, but he certainly had the appearance of being a bit of a wanderer.
He was disheveled. He had a
name was
really
Paul.
bad stutter. Yeah, his name was Paul.
Paul.
And this guy that we've never seen before or talked to comes around. He walks past us, and then he perks his head up and looks around and looks at us, and then he goes, "Are you guys smoking weed?" And we're like, "Yeah, mate. You want some? You want some, mate?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll have a bit. I'll have a little bit." And so like we give him the joint. We're like, "That's yours." Like don't even bother passing that around. Like just have it. It's yours. It's fine. And then he goes, he's like going to shake everybody's hand, and people are just kind of like COVID, whatever. Fitz just fucking.
I don't know. I just like, when I met, he was a nice man. He extended his hand. I was like, I'm going to shake his hand. But then as soon as I did, I was like, oh, what if I have coronavirus now? What if I am now patient 0?
No.
Yeah, the new one.
But don't worry. I wash my hands afterwards. It's fine.
Right to the hand sanitizer. But he was just around and asking us a bunch of questions, and
it's quite hard to understand. He was honestly quite a nice guy. I think. He at the end, it was just me, Ryan, and Sam sort of still smoking, and he was having a conversation. And Ryan was like trying to talk to him, but I think he had something going on. I forget. He actually mentioned to Ryan, I forget
what it was. A car accident.
Was it a car accident? Yeah, something happened. So he's now got a stutter. Like his speech was seriously impaired. Memory seemed really bad as well. Like he would just forget what you were saying to him, like while you were saying it to him, that sort of thing. So it's kind of sad, honestly. Like you got to wonder how many people just get unlucky, get in the car accident, have like serious brain problems, and then like they just are cast aside from whatever position they were in. Like whatever job you have is now gone, and now you're just kind of like wandering the street. So kind of feel bad for Paul. But we had a chat with him. We fucking stood around and smoked the rest of the joint, and honestly, he just seemed happy to just be yawning with some people and like being treated like a person. He was honestly a pretty nice guy. But eventually we kind of had to like go back inside and continue our dinner, which is, I guess, a stark contrast to his reality, unfortunately. Yeah. But, what are we going to do? I can't adopt Paul, unfortunately. But I wish him the best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So after we concluded with dinner, we ended up let's go back to Ryan's house. I think it was for like a game of poker. And so we get up, we leave the restaurant, like we're walking down the street. Chad, Anything for Views, was there. And he's like, oh, let me go to my car. I'll show you this car. I think he like just got it, didn't he? It's like one of those
fucking... Had that for a while, his little cube.
Yeah,
he's had it for a while. It's a little funny car that he apparently intends on like fixing up and wrapping and getting work done on it.
And so
put a fucking Minecraft dirt block wrap on there.
I go to the bathroom, so I missed like the start of it. So you go ahead and tell if it's.
Well, I missed the start of it too. All I know is I was leaving the restaurant, and then from around the corner, I just hear like, "What the fuck happened to my car?" Like Chad just screaming.
No way.
Kind of like around the corner, and Chad's just sort of like standing there, like with his hands up, like making a scene. We're like, "What the hell's going on?" We're getting closer, and then I just hear like people laughing and pointing at his car, and the entire front of his car is just like unhinged and like on the ground. And so, like someone just reversed into his car and then took off without leaving a note or anything.
No.
What a dick move.
It was a dick move, and I felt bad for Chad, but it was also so funny because this car just looks hilarious on its own. Like, Matt, do you actually know what maybe we should say?
Yeah, I think it was a Nissan Cube.
Oh,
yeah,
there it is. You have to probably blur that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like this white,
that's so funny
looking car, fucking bumper just like unhinged.
Looks even more retarded.
And we're trying to fix it and like put it back on, but it's just not working. And eventually we realize that Chad just has to drive home without a bumper. So we fucking like unscrewed the license plate and took it off. And
they ripped it off the car.
Oh my god!
The entire front of it does just come off. The car now looks like it's from Borat or something like that, or Mr. Bean.
It's fucked up.
Oh my god!
And like I get in the car with Chad, just the two of us, and like, I'm holding the license plate like in front of me for the entire ride home, just like and, like playing the song. It's the catch-up song that hey, they're like blasting this and driving down the street, holding up this license plate with no front on the thing. It was very funny.
Why?
So dumb.
Poor Chad,
but it'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, took the front of it home in the van, I think, and then got to Ryan's, and Ryan makes an even bigger point of it by ramming this massive people-moving van we have into the back of Chad's car, which is now
it was like 3 times.
He actually break it, but just have to nudge it. Like,
he hit it, like backed up, hit it again, and then he like put some pressure on the gas, and he actually ended up moving the car like maybe like a good half a meter.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
It was
pretty good.
But yeah,
we ended up going.
Yeah,
you're saying?
Well, no, we ended up going where? We just chilled at home, didn't we?
Yeah, well, we went into Ryan's house, and Ryan has these 2 French bulldogs. He has Slime and Pepsi. Neither of them, at this current point in time, are desexed. Slime is coming up on a year old, they were waiting to get it, both of them done at the same time so that one dog doesn't bother the other while the other's trying to recover, which I can understand.
Yeah.
But it's getting to a point where now the dogs are kind of like sexually maturing. And, we walk in, Chad also has like a bulldog, a female bulldog. He's got a bitch. And so...
Yeah.
And so, the scent was kind of on Chad of there being a female dog. And so, Chad's excited to see Slime, and he goes up to Slime, and he's petting Slime. And then all of a sudden, Slime's cock grows, and he just has this massive fucking undulating boner. And
all the dogs red rocket.
Everyone's fucking looking at it. Everyone's laughing, going like, holy shit.
I didn't grow up with dogs. I've never actually really seen a dog cock up close like that before. It's actually quite a sight. Like,
did Slime get fucking snipped or some shit?
No, not yet.
That's what we're saying is that like he hasn't been de-sexed yet. So this motherfucker is horny as hell, and he's just on Chad like paws up like
his cock is out. Everyone's going like, ew, gross, ew, and Chad's like, no, Slime, bad. And then his cock goes away, and then we're chilling for like another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Chad is sitting on the couch. Slime hops up onto the couch, and Chad's like, oh, he's back, like, doesn't have a boner anymore, whatever. I'm gonna start petting him. He starts petting him, and he's getting excited again, and he starts getting another fucking stiffy. And the thing is now, like, Slime is like really smelling Chad's dog on Chad. And so now he's getting a little bit more like active, and he starts humping the couch. And maybe 5 or 6 thrusts in, he fucking nuts all over the couch, dude. He ejaculates onto the couch. He squirts all over the fucking couch. And Chad fucking shoots up. I was right behind it. So I was like, okay, that's come. Ryan, your dog just came on the couch. Slime just fucking nutted on the couch. And he's like, what? I go, there's cum. There's fucking cum on the couch. And everyone's,
oh my God.
Everyone was like,
insane.
dude, one of our employees, Lauren, was there, and she was horrified. She was like, her face was like, it was like disgust and shock and horror. And then she just started fucking laughing that Slime just fucking came on the couch.
What the fuck?
So Ryan had to go grab paper towels, go back to the couch. He had to wipe up the sticky cum, and everyone avoided that spot for the rest of the night.
Cum.
But yeah, Slime is Ryan's little coomer, which is great.
Only like 5 pumps, bro. Poor guy.
Dude, he
must
was
have been a horny little dude. Damn.
Hey man, doesn't take much when you're just starting to hit puberty, I guess. But yeah, if anything's apparent now to Ryan, it's that he needs to get Slime's nut snipped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was basically the entirety of the story.
Even last night, it was Ryan's mother's birthday, so we just drove out to see them real quick. It was like way too late. We only stayed for a couple hours. But Ryan's parents have lots of dogs, some of which are female. The one I don't know which breed. It's like a small dog called Natalie that Slime always really likes to see. And it's kind of hot. Slime and Babs went in the room, cock is straight out again. It's like fucking like you're like no coming took place yesterday, but definitely hammered the point home that we need to get this fucking dog sorted out, or else it's going to be a recurring problem. There's going to be lots of nut to clean up in the future. So as a straight man, you don't really see a lot of cocks coming in person, like you don't, it's the reverse to see that. So for me to see that from Slime was honestly stupendous, I will say. Absolutely.
That's quite impressive.
Marvelous.
I would like to thank him for the opportunity.
Well, Chad pointed at the nut stand. He said, "Oh, like you could have put that in a vial and sold it, because that's like a purebred British, French bulldog." So maybe like milk Slime a couple times and make some money.
Where's the Mia Malkova fleshlight when you get that again?
Dude, don't even suggest that. It's fucking disgusting.
All right. We gotta move on from dog cum.
Yucky.
Funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's not every day you see a dog nut on the couch.
I've never seen a dog nut in general.
Yeah, neither have I. It was a first. It was.
Remember that girl on YouTube that had a YouTube channel dedicated to teach people how to fuck their dog?
Wait, what? Please tell me.
What?
It was like it was a really big thing. She fucked her
Leafy
dog on a
commented
YouTube
on it,
video.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
didn't
Leafy talked about it.
Shane Dawson.
No, that was
That was a cat. Yeah, that was a cat.
That's my bad.
Similar thing though.
That's a joke for legal
Yeah, he
reasons.
fucked a
That's a
cat.
joke.
Just a joke.
But she made this video of her dog being like really eager and trying to fuck her, and then she made an entire YouTube channel talking about ways to get your dog to fuck you. It was so bad.
What was the number one tip? Not that I care, but what was the number one?
I think it was stuff like peanut butter.
Yeah, that's the meme.
Yes, coerce them with food. How fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's actually weird as fuck.
Isn't that shit
You got banned
illegal?
from
Can't
YouTube,
they just
obviously.
fucking report that bitch or some shit?
I mean,
Report their YouTube channel. I guess it depends. Surely we should live in a society where if you want to make a YouTube video about how to get your dog to fuck you, you have a right to do that. Am I right, guys?
It was deemed educational, so it was left up.
Oh, right.
right.
Free speech. Free speech. That's horrific.
Imagine just uploading straight up porn to YouTube and having it be like a tutorial video with text and
That's definitely a thing.
it's a commentary video.
That's 100%
Soundscape.
a thing.
Just dub over voice, just mute it and just dub your voice over it.
It's like
And then be
Microsoft
it's for
Sam.
commentary.
It's like Microsoft Sam is just in the background, as you can see, the penis goes fully erect.
Wait,
Which
Ew.
means
Isn't
that
that
it's ready to go.
is that
And
the
it's just
cunt that does
fucking
the
porn.
Nat Geo shit?
Why? Are
That's
you talking
100%
about?
thing.
Are you talking about the what is his fucking name? How am I?
Who's the guy
David
that does all the Nat
Attenborough.
Geo and Planet Earth and shit?
David
David
Attenborough.
Attenborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
A man's erect penis.
There you go.
Yeah, there's genuine educational porn videos on Pornhub and things like that, which I guess is probably a good thing. It's probably better that
It's
someone.
a good thing if it's actually good education.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think
The only
there are-
educational porn videos I've seen have been teachers being I'll give you an A if you suck my dick. Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that. That works.
It's,
You get-
it's
I've got
education
a couple
porn.
A's.
The only thing I've learned from Pornhub is that I need to invest in a smaller washing machine. Just a.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, true.
It's harder to get at. No, but it's it is kind of interesting to think that I think that a lot of people in this generation learn about sex from porn, right? Most of them,
Yeah.
and obviously talking amongst their peers, but I don't know, how common is it for parents to be giving their kids the sex talk? I don't think it's.
I
Really?
didn't receive
I
it.
didn't get one.
I got one, but it was just very scientific and here, son, look at these diagrams online. I was just what the fuck am I even looking at?
Just had to be
Dad, I want to go back and play baseball. What am I doing looking
Hey,
at
dude, I
this?
was literally drinking a Capri Sun, and my dad's all right, time to look at some diagrams. And I
Now's
was
the perfect time.
And I was all right. And he explains it to me. I was we're already learning this in health class. He's really? They're teaching they're teaching you this young? And I was yeah. What's the deal? And he goes, yeah, but this is what it looks like. And I was yeah, I know. They showed us diagrams at school.
Dad, what are you doing? This is weird. It must be I guess uncomfortable to bring up with your kids. I definitely remember being taught things in health class, but never. It didn't feel like a very solid education, like what I got in school, at least. I don't know about States. I guess
We were showing a full on
Come on, we're
animation.
from the States. Let's be real here.
We're showing a full on animation. Matt, were you ever shown this full on animation of the cock getting from flaccid to fully erect? It was a fucking
Not at
animation. It
all,
was
mate.
fucking this massive dick across the screen on a fucking projector, dude. It went erect and all the girls in the class went, ah! Ah! felt like that, dude. I was like, oh,
That's
fucking hell.
traumatizing. What the
At
fuck?
what age? At what age?
This was like the 6th grade. So how
What the
old would I have been in the
hell?
6th grade? I would have been like 12 or 13.
Yeah, I
that makes
remember,
sense.
I
That
remember
makes
going
sense.
into the school library and seeing something in elementary school, primary school. I remember seeing like some kind of animated video for that. But I think that was more about like the social dynamic of like how sex can occur, I guess. And then it was like, Tim's going to a party. And
If you want to get laid, you could do this.
notice how he's wearing
Not be a little
green
bitch,
cream
right,
to increase his
wasn't he?
chances of getting some sweet pussy.
Did you guys have Harold the Giraffe?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
sex
Harold
ed did
the
you watch
giraffe.
where they have a giraffe?
Yeah.
The hell?
He was a bit of a G.
What's that?
It was a truck that would drive from school to school, and they would teach people about like their bodies and about drugs and all this stuff. But there was a giraffe called Harold that was a puppet that was in the truck.
Right.
Oh my god! It was actually it was such a vibe in that truck. Like there were like stars
It
on the ceiling.
was,
I think, and,
dude,
like,
it
lights. It was
was.
really cool.
Air conditioned, like
Yeah, it was really. It smelled kind of
Weird.
nice. It was weird. Like all the kids would just come into the Carol's bus.
I'd hope not.
Would come out and be like, "Hey kids, don't do drugs, and you know, if you're gonna have
Don't-
sex, just make sure you're extra careful." And you know, or,
and that was
Yeah.
it. It's like 20 seconds.
But like Harold
all
wasn't
the health topics. Yeah,
Harold wasn't there from the start. So like as a kid, you'd go in there and you'd know Harold was gonna show up eventually, but you didn't know when.
just this
Yeah.
boring lady at the beginning.
Yeah.
and he lost
Sure.
he lost
Food
funding
pyramid.
recently.
Did you guys ever get the crazy condom lady?
Hmm?
No.
No.
that
Matt,
was
Matt, what
just
about you?
you.
You're American. Did you ever get a crazy condom lady come to your school?
What would she do? Not that
Okay.
I remember.
Well, for me, we had a school assembly. So all the kids had to go into the second gym auditorium thing that we had. And we all sat down in these fucking fold out metal chairs. And we looked straight ahead. And this crazy old woman, she looked like she was maybe in her 60s. Fucking frazzled hair, looked like a hippie, was wearing like a fucking...
Is this like Miss
was wearing like a
Frizzle,
hemp-
but like with
Dude, like
condoms?
Miss Frizzle, except like smoking crack. And
I
she,
swear, whenever
That's
they
a
bring
vibe. That's a
any
vibe. I wish you
speaker
came to
in-
my school.
Whenever they bring any speaker in to talk to elementary school kids, it's always just the last person you'd expect them to look like. They'll
Yeah, legit.
yeah.
drag the randomest person from the street.
This was in high school. So this lady comes in and she's like, "Hey kids, we're going to be learning about all the different kinds of condoms that you could be using for safe sex. Make sure we're
Wait,
practicing
what
safe
grade was
sex."
this again? What
This
grade
was like
again?
this was like 10th, 11th.
Okay,
was
so
like-
you're in high school. Okay.
Yeah, it was like 10, 11, 12.
not as weird as
was the
elementary school.
grade. So we were like 16, 17. But yeah,
That's way too late, in my opinion, to be learning about
It is.
condoms.
It is.
Yeah.
But like she
What?
comes in and she's like, you could put a condom in your car and have it in the glove box, but you can only keep it in there for like 2 months. Any more, it's a bad thing. Only 1 month if it's in the summer, because the heat will fuck with the latex. She's like, I preferably don't like latex. I use sheepskin because I have an allergy to latex. And she's like using all these condoms. She's pulling out all these different condoms, and she's like, she has like bananas and and like dildos that are just like phallic. Like dowels, they're like wooden dowels. They didn't look like realistic cocks, but like she was like showing. She's like, so basically you take the condom and you put it over the tip of the penis, like a little sombrero. You make sure that it's pointed up like a little sombrero, and then you roll it down all the way to the base, and then you're good. You got to make sure that you're not using.
Yes.
But then she started going into like experiences that she's had. She's like, I've been with a guy who always like got Magnum XL condoms because he wanted to show off, but they would always fall off, and then I'd always have to take birth control after. And everyone in the
me so hard.
everyone in the auditorium is like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
This isn't the
lady
fucking
doing?
auditorium. This was like your classroom or some shit. The fuck?
No, it was an auditorium. It was like the fucking
like a
entire
full-on
class.
presentation.
It
What the
was like a
fuck?
presentation. It was the entire the entire class, like the entire grade was sitting in this auditorium looking at this crazy lady at the front fucking put condoms on bananas.
That's far.
Shit, I wish I had a crazy condom lady at my school.
Yeah, dude, that's
Oh my
that's
They
the
only taught
thing.
sex ed there.
I feel like it would be
real.
more effective if instead of getting a crazy lady with straw hair to come and talk about these things, if they just got like Riley Reid, who's clearly just been through it, and like knows all
True.
about it.
Me
Come
and
in and be like,
Malcolm.
hey kids, like, yeah, or me and Malkova, our dear friend.
Safe sex is
They'd
sexy.
fucking pay attention then. You're right. Holy shit.
Yeah, they would.
Safe
You totally would. Safe sex
Or
is
just some
sexy.
chat,
Bro, that's like a
you know?
fucking that's like a retirement plan for fucking like ex porn stars right there, bro. I'm telling you now. Become like
Sex
sex ed
education.
teachers, and then the fucking kids will like pay attention and shit.
Yeah,
I just want
'cause, like,
some Chad to come in and be like, "What's up, bros?
What's up, bro?
When I'm fucking, I make sure to wrap it."
he like puts the chair down and he sits on it backwards. He's just like doing this on the edge
I
of the
get
chair.
one
have sex,
almost
kid.
every weekend.
I got
Almost
totally
every-
stoked with Stace the other weekend at the family day. We're getting
So
fucked
get
up.
this, kids. Stace is coming up to me. She's like, "Hey, I want to suck your cock." I'm like, "Whoa, Stace, come on, dude. Let's wrap it first. Be safe about this, dude." Be way better that way. Way better.
I don't
Why
want to
these
give you
kids
mouth aids, Stace.
Stace, you know I had chlamydia last month. Let's be safe about this.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we've had some fucked up presentations at our school. Did you guys ever get like drunk driving presentations or?
Oh, they always
Like-
scare
We
me.
had the
From a drunk
fucking
driver.
what was it?
Drives
Yeah, I'm
into
a drunk.
school.
He just drives to school. He's drunk as fuck. He crashes through the front of the building.
Kids, if you drive drunk like me, then you're definitely going to hit the principal on the way in, just like I did 20 minutes ago. All right? Jeez,
The cops like,
and none of it would have happened if I just showed up sober today.
Did you ever have the what was it, Dare? Did you ever have that program at your school?
Yeah,
Swags?
yeah, we had there.
That's an American thing.
I remember.
That's some
I remember all the
bullshit,
drug
man.
kids that ended up doing drugs would always wear like the Dare T-shirts.
Yeah,
Ironically,
yeah. Dude, all the druggos that smoked weed would buy the fucking shirts.
What does it stand for?
is
Dare?
it something against
I'm looking it up.
Dare to resist the fucking anti-drug thing? And really, it just fucking
Drugs
taught
are
kids
really
all the different
epic.
drugs there was. I'm like, oh.
I dare you to smoke crack.
an acronym.
Drug Abuse Resistance Education Program.
But it's been shown to be like completely useless. If
Yeah,
anything,
you
like, counterintuitive.
you look up Dare on Google. Dare drug program. It's like Dare drug program. Dare drug resist drugs and violence. They have Dare drug program failure. So
Yeah. Well, it
You
began
know,
in the 80s.
1980s
Yeah.
with Ronald Reagan.
What's
Right
it
around the era when the
do?
war of drugs started cracking down. Am I wrong? Like, was it
Yep.
part of that?
No, it was a huge
Yeah.
part of that. It was with all the fucking ads like, "This is your brain," and there's some fucking lady with an egg, and she's like, "This is your brain
Your
on
brain
drugs,"
on
and she
drugs.
fucking cracks into a frying pan and it's fucking bubbling. It's like, no, you dumb bitch. She's not. You fucking. That's an
Did you
egg.
see-
Eggs are delicious.
Did you
egg.
see the one where it's like the girl sitting on the couch and she like looks like a deflated balloon? And it's like,
Yeah.
don't smoke weed. I'm like, bro, fucking hit me up with your guy. I want some shit that makes me feel like that.
There was
Fucking
like the
looks
one
a
where
deflated balloon on the couch. I'm like,
there was-
yo,
there was the one ad where it's like some like young 80s kid with a baseball bat behind the back of his head, and he's like walking down the street. He like passes an alleyway, and there's just like this fucking huge guy with his hood up, and he's just like, "Hey, you want to buy some drugs from me?
Yeah.
You want to buy?"
Oh,
And then
like Harold,
he turns into a fucking lizard. He turns into like a demonic lizard guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he turns into like a fucking demon, and he's like, "It's good for you." And then he sticks his fucking tongue out, and then like it's like, "Don't do drugs." It's just like what?
No,
I felt like I
that's
was on
not
drugs
good.
watching that fucking ad.
Oh my god.
All they
That's
did was
not
scare the
okay.
shit out of kids. All they did was be like, marijuana is bad and it'll ruin your life. And then as soon as people started smoking weed, they were like, that's all bullshit. So surely all the rest of their stuff
yeah,
is
it's like, what
bullshit.
else have they lied to me about?
Not only that,
But that's the
psychedelic
problem.
revolution had like just like started happening, right? Like that was when people were
Nah,
really
that was
starting
the
to-
60s, 70s.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like in the grand scheme of things, that's just when like that revolution started happening.
Yeah.
And immediately now they're saying like, oh, this is bad for you. Like everyone who had experimented with those drugs in the 60s and 70s is going to be like, what? Like, no, like we were testing this for therapy. There were all these like amazing uses for these drugs. Like what the hell is this thing? You know, what's going on? Slowed down so much progress with that. I don't know if it's just because I took shrooms recently, but I've been seeing so many articles popping up lately, like psilocybin, you know, showing.
Oh yeah, I think
Go on,
one
the
state in the
election.
U.S. just legalized it during
Yeah,
the
the
election.
election.
They like
Yeah.
decriminalized and legalized like some psychedelics. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Can't
sure it
remember
was
which one.
I'm pretty sure it was either in Washington. No, I think it was Oregon. It was Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
Oregon. I think it was. I think they used the word legalized. I think
No, it was
they
decriminalized.
decriminalized. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
They
didn't New Zealand just
decriminalized
pass
all
two
drugs.
laws? Didn't New Zealand just pass two laws? They're like, yeah, weed's still illegal, but you're allowed to euthanize yourself. So they literally would rather have you kill yourself than do drugs there.
Well, no,
That's just a
It's,
it was a referendum.
I mean,
What's
you're
the
allowed
referendum?
to kill yourself anywhere.
Well, they,
That-
what was
like,
it? They
you
pretty much
don't need
allowed
anyone's
you
it
to
permission.
make
it wasn't like they got into parliament. They're like, okay, so we're gonna, fucking keep weed illegal, and also it's okay to kill yourself. That's not.
No,
like,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like separate things, but just
Dude,
like, yeah,
what-
we-
isn't it assisted
it's kinda funny
suicide?
there are articles about it.
It's assisted suicide, right? For like
if you
terminally ill.
are
Euthanasia.
yeah, if you're
Yeah.
terminally ill and you are going to die because of the illness you have and you're in pain, then you can apply to be euthanized.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Didn't the weed referendum only fail by like 3% or something like that?
Yeah, it was like 54%, I think.
Wow.
How the
Right.
fuck did that happen?
Yeah, 53.5%. Damn.
That's crazy.
You know, Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, she voted yes.
Wow.
And everyone was pissed off with her for not telling the country because they're like, you're the Prime Minister. We want to know which way you're going to vote. You know, we want to.
Yeah, but
You know, we
she's
support you.
responsible.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Dude.
She's-
But
Yeah, she doesn't want to sway
exactly,
people's
that's
feelings.
what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in the states, certain states now have decriminalized.
Yeah,
all
New
drugs.
Jersey
Okay.
just legalized it. Right underneath New
Legalized-
York, they legalized marijuana in New
legalized
Jersey.
But aren't there also states that have decriminalized all drugs recently?
Yeah,
Well,
Oregon.
that was Oregon. Oregon completely
Oregon.
decriminalized drugs, which is like a good thing. But at the
Remarkable
same
step.
time, I'm worried that they might not have the existing like infrastructure to kind of like prevent the teething issues of decriminal, and it's decriminalized to like an amount of personal use. So it's under the assumption, I'm under the assumption, I haven't read into the laws. I'm not sure exactly what it says you can and can't do, but I know that it's basically if you have like a certain amount of drugs, as long as it's enough to qualify for personal use, it's no charge, it's no fine, it's decriminalized. But I wonder if they are going to either make or have like a franchised thing, like a state-run rehabilitation program to get people off of addiction. I wonder if they're going to be instating drug safety and education programs that aren't filled with bullshit 1980s propaganda.
Yeah.
Like if they're actually going to teach people all throughout, even like maybe the end of middle school to start into high school, like all throughout high school, like this is how like drugs work, like actual course, like pharmacology, like here's how a drug interacts with the brain, here's how it interacts with your physiology, like these are certain terms you need to know, here's dosage for different drugs, so that if people are going to experiment with drugs and they are decriminalized, that way it's complete harm
safer.
reduction, it's safe. And it reduces the risk of people overdosing or getting addicted, because a lot of the crime that stems from, drugs is a result of addiction. Because somebody gets addicted to a drug.
A lot of problems.
People get addicted to drugs. They spend all their money on the drug, or then they steal, or they get into gangs where the drugs are around and.
They get busted one time for the drugs, and then they can't get a job because they got busted that one time because they had drugs on them.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how am I going to get off the street? I'm going to get employed, and it's crazy.
Another
Bad cycle.
Yeah.
another really good thing
it's
about
literally the equivalent. Sorry, I'll just say this. It feels like the equivalent of a country being like, let's just push this mess under the bed instead of actually cleaning it up. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. It's like not
It's
actually fixing the problem.
it's
It's like
a
let's just
good
pretend all
step.
these homeless, jobless people don't exist, and we'll still keep punishing them for doing drugs because clearly that's the problem. It's like, well, no. Anyway.
Another benefit of decriminalization is if you are a scientific group or something, and you want to do like studies or tests or something on illegal substances, it's actually really fucking hard to get your hands on them.
Extremely hard.
Because you obviously have to get your hands on them legally, because otherwise you can't really do the tests on it and
it's-
get
It's
anything.
illegal.
In Australia, test kits are.
Oh no, I mean scientists that
it's-
want to study
Not
the drugs
testing
themselves.
the drugs to test for
Yeah.
purity, but more so like I administer 50 milligrams of this drug that's illegal, and we have to record the result, or we give this guy acid and scan his brain in an MRI.
Where would we be as a society if those experiments and tests weren't shut down in the 80s, man? Like, where the fuck would we be? Probably at a completely different place. There'd have been
we would have a better understanding of the drugs, and it's just a matter of whether or not our understanding allows the drug to have potential to help in therapies or to help in other ways and that kind of shit.
Yeah. It just it's just so clear that generating fear and making something illegal and contraband is just, that's just going to limit growth, and the problem still exists. These drugs still exist and they're still being sent around, but now
makes the problem worse.
Also illegal and also forbidden. Whereas if you just opened up things a bit and actually was like, well, let's just see what actually goes on when someone, not even for things like acid and things, but other harder drugs, which you can maybe argue is not worth ever doing. If they just did some tests on it and regulated it better, we'd probably be in a very different place. It is crazy. Yeah. But it's good to see things changing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. If there's one good thing to come out of the election, that, I guess it's in those aspects. Because the rest of that shit, we're not even going to get into it. It is a shit show. I am happy to be in Australia right now.
Yeah, hey.
Very, very, very happy.
So everyone always asks me, oh, you're American. What's your opinion on this and this? I'm like, bro, I'm over here so I don't have to think about that shit,
It's like, dude, all I know is that there's no COVID here. I went through the lockdown. I'm staying here. It's just...
America
that's
had
all I care about.
100,000 cases in one day yesterday.
I know, man. I know.
It's so frustrating when you see online, people arguing well, Australia only got better because you guys are an island and you were dealing with way less people. It's this is actually really this, especially Victoria, the state that had the most cases, it was really looking like it was going to escalate to a disproportionate level of coronavirus is a real problem. The state really kind of pulled it together, all things considered, and actually locked down and buckled down and just waited it out.
Yeah, over 100 days.
And it's just, it feels like on the internet, especially, there's such a tendency in people to just immediately respond to other people's good news with bitterness.
Or just dismissal.
Or the dismissal. It's well,
no credit.
You only did that because of this, when instead it should be oh, good for you guys. Man, I hope that we could, fix things here too. It just seems like a much better.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking scary whenever I log into Facebook every now and then and see everyone back in small town America and the opinions over there of Corona and shit. It's fucking scary.
A lot of people where I'm from are convinced that it's a fucking hoax. People are walking around fuck it, I don't care. Everyone is just walking around my hometown, doing their thing.
I think one of the biggest problems with that is that, obviously we can look at people who think that COVID is a hoax and just dismiss them as being idiots and be well, they're just wrong and all this stuff. But I feel doing that isn't actually solving the problem. It just feels like there's so much name calling and so much I'm right, you're wrong, in any position that you take these days. So there's all we get as a result of that is just constant division. And it pays to keep in mind that all these people, imagine, let's say you were raised in an environment by anti-vax, anti-mask, super conspiracy theory parents. You go to a high school where maybe that's the general culture. You live in a state where that's the general culture. You have a girlfriend or a partner that also shares these views. You're just raised and you're just a product of your environment, right? And what are we doing to fix, these perspectives that are, considered by people who are more educated as wrong? Well, we're kind of just insulting them on the internet about it. We're kind of just putting them down and be well, they're just fucking idiots. And thank God the smart people are, doing the right thing. I don't know. It's how do you fix this problem we have?
Definitely not that way. You don't shame people. You don't just name call.
What I'm saying is that's actually what most people seem
what happened.
Is this, just this, you're either a sore winner or you're a sore loser. And there's no real it doesn't feel like there's a lot of in between in internet culture these days.
No, there's not a lot of handshaking.
There's also, the case that it's just a noisy majority as well. And the loudest people tend to be the more negative, I suppose. It just is a shame to see, I think. It just doesn't seem to be getting us anywhere.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother fucking can of worms.
Hopefully.
I think a lot of people
changes.
view it as like, well, I don't know anyone that's had it, so therefore it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or
It can't be real.
You just need to, I think it just pays to remind yourself that people who have these beliefs like coronavirus is a hoax, they're not actually inherently evil people. They're just a little ignorant and are around a lot of people who share a similar ignorant perspective.
Yeah.
I don't think they're evil. I just think they're fucking dumb.
Yeah. Like what do you do about that?
Yeah. How do you change
that?
that?
It's also like they hold these beliefs so strongly because it's tied to their identity. And then you have other people who really are only trying to solve it by being like, you're a fucking retard. Like, how could you believe this? And then that just makes them drag
people aren't inclined to respond well to being insulted.
Exactly. And it's just going both ways, back and forth, constantly. And it just is meaning that there's less and less room in the middle, less and less room. Sad to see.
Yeah.
So
Ozzy. Oi.
I mean, it happens here too. It happens here too.
It does, but like, I feel like, I don't know, dude, I feel like politically, like in the US, it's like you give a political opinion, or it's like, what's your political opinion? And then you say whatever your opinion is. It's just shouting and like argument and like, in a lot of cases, like, a difference in political opinion fucking destroys like relationships. It destroys like a friendship with people that you've been friends with for years and years. Like it's extremely divided in that sense. And like, so a lot of people tend to like, either they're full on, like I'm going to talk about my politics, or they're like, I'm never going to talk about my politics. And here in Australia, like somebody talks about politics, and the other person's just like, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about this shit. Like, fucking just shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Yeah. I don't fucking care. And then it's just like, okay.
You can argue that that's also kind of like maybe worse in a sense, because like maybe that's actually how you get to the other extreme, is by just ignoring the problem. I don't mean to be talking about politics, and I don't think we're really, any of us are here really like trying to say.
No, we haven't.
I feel I kind of agree with the group that's kind of just like shut up, because otherwise you're just like, if you have opinion on politics, you're guaranteed like at least half of people aren't going to agree with it. So you're immediately alienating? Yeah, alienating like half the people there. Like,
okay,
but only alienating because it's more important to people to win an argument than to have an argument. Like it's what destroys relationships in general. Like a lot of, it's like you'll be getting in an argument with someone, and the point isn't actually to resolve anything. It's just to be right. And that's the real problem when it comes to political.
Yeah, fuck you, you're wrong.
The goal isn't actually growth. Or human prosperity. It's just, I'm right, you're wrong. Like, and my identity is right, and my way of living is right, and this is my security, and how dare you threaten that? And then
it's annoying when people are that invested in what they believe. I mean, I have a lot of friends from back home that I talk to every now and then, and I'll talk to them about politics or like the election or what's on the news, and like, me and my friend, like my best friend, will just go back and forth like, this and this. No, this and this. No, this and this. Difference of opinion. And then it's just like, all right, well, let's agree to disagree. Like, whatever. How's your day? Like, how's your week been? And then it's back to like a friendship. Yeah. Like,
that's how growth occurs. Because it's like you taught them something, and maybe you learned something from them, and or maybe you didn't. And that's also okay.
Yeah, well, it's just at the end of the day, it's just a fucking discussion, isn't it? It's not like nowadays, like talking politics is like participating in a gladiatorial arena. Like, dude, I see a lot of fucking people like on like the Twitter during election. That election day, like I was like, I'm not even gonna fucking tweet anything. Yeah. I was gonna stream that day. I had it scheduled down to stream. I was like, I'm not fucking streaming today. Are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck that.
Like, how
whenever I stream now, I just block out all
are.
political words. Just that reason. It's like that's just asking for trouble.
I'm surprised.
As a creator, like for sure. Why would you bother, right?
Like I never wanted to discuss politics on any platform that I have a voice on, and a lot of people will call me out for that. and say like, why aren't you?
Yeah, why haven't you taken a stand,
like,
bro? What the fuck?
Why aren't you using your influence? Like, why aren't you like telling people to vote a certain way? Like, why aren't you like advocating for that? It's just like because it's like because people need to make up their own fucking mind. Because people need to do their own fucking research, and people need to like to understand where they fall.
All these influences you want to hear from, their opinion, and like who you want to see persuading people to like share your opinion, they're actually just young people. You know, they actually don't have degrees most of the time. They're actually not really any more informed than you are a lot of the time. Like, it's honestly, frankly, irresponsible a lot of the time, as far as I'm concerned, especially when you're taking like a aggressive stance, you know, and you're uninformed.
You know, the one thing that I agree with was people trying to get people registered to vote. Because you know, they're not telling people who to vote for. Like they're just telling people
just
to vote.
Go vote. That's a good one.
You know, I didn't even do that because I don't even want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of this fucking heightened political thing. Like, why even dip my toes into it? Like, everybody fucking knows. If you're on the internet, everyone fucking knows. Register to vote, and the people that don't want to aren't going to, but the people that like do are. So like, what is my voice like matter when all the timeline for like the last 3 weeks has been everyone register. Why add it to the pile? To virtue signal? To tell, like, to be like, I'm part of it. I'm part of people. I'm part of the change. Like, no. I fucking play video games and make dead baby jokes. I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, and that's your contribution, and honestly, it's probably more valuable in some ways than, you know, fucking taking an aggressive stance and trying to hammer it home with your audience when you're still growing and changing and learning and all that stuff. Like, and it also pays to remember that although at times like this, it feels like the entire world's American, they're actually fucking not. And although Swagger's an American creator, he's from American Matters too, like, you know, because like we get, I'm sure you guys get questioned about it and like asked for it. It feels like, you know, obviously it's an important election, and America's a very big place with a lot of influence in the world, but it's also not the only place in the world. And there's like all the internal struggles and division in America actually isn't entirely relevant to the rest of us, you know, like, so
I don't give a fuck about the election.
Yeah, like
people keep like telling me like numbers and stuff, and I'm like, I just don't care.
It leaks
it's
out
nothing
everywhere.
to do with me.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know. Very tense times. You can understand why there's so much pressure around it, but I just think that I just find it like crazy that you need to. It almost feels like these days you need to pick an ideology and stick to everything about that ideology, or you're, you know, you don't have a firm belief in anything. It's like, why can't you just, these are all just human created structures and ideas and systems of belief. Like, you can actually pick and choose from a wide variety of things that you consider your values, you know, and it doesn't necessarily have to align with another person's for you both to be good people.
Yeah. And your, all of your values don't have to be, these are the values of the side that I like, and these are the values of the side that the other people like. You can pick and choose from both sides, and
you can be like, I want gay married couples to protect their marijuana plants with guns.
Why not?
Yeah,
why not?
I want Christian gay married couples to fight the fucking government.
You know, I just think there's a desire in everyone to paint things black and white because it simplifies things and it makes things easier to understand and easier to manage and easier to explain, and honestly easier to
paint things red and blue.
Thinking. Well, true. I mean, I'm not even talking about America right now. I'm just talking about people in general, because it's not an American problem. It's a human problem. It's just you know, I think more evident now more than ever.
It's more and more like people becoming like a part of a tribe. Like, this is my identity. Like, I am this, and you're that. You're an enemy. You don't like
belonging to like a group.
Yeah, and each group thinks that the other side is hell bent on like destroying what they love, and so like there's no room. Like, there's no room to discuss. And like, there's no way to discuss if you're just fucking screaming at each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's times like this more than ever that it just pays to be a human being, I think. And to I don't know, just fucking like think critically, educate yourself, and, you know, hopefully influence the people around you positively. That's really your only obligation as a person, I think, in this world. Like, you can go above and beyond, and you can do a hell of a lot less. But if you're shooting for that, then you're all right in my books. So, yeah.
And I'm Fitz, and I approve this message.
But you're voting for Fitz? What the fuck, bro?
You can't do that. Did you guys hear about the Melbourne Cup?
The what?
Oh, the fucking
Melbourne
horse,
Cup.
bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
All of a sudden, everyone likes horses over here.
Yeah, no, dude. Like, all I'm saying is that the Melbourne Cup, for people that aren't aware, the Melbourne Cup is a horse race. They get a bunch of horses and they make them race around a track, and it's cruel and it's unusual, and I don't like it. I think horses should only be used in war. That is the only ethical thing. Otherwise, like, horses, like, for our entertainment, getting injured, no. But to protect our ideas and values, well, yeah, they're making a worthy sacrifice, right?
Yo,
but otherwise,
fuck the Melbourne Cup, because when it was here last time, we got kicked out of our Airbnb and all the reservations.
I was
going to
go out for Dude, I was going to go out for ramen on fucking Tuesday, and oops, it's closed because they're abusing horses. Okay.
But
what happened?
It smells.
So there's a horse that broke its leg during the race, and they euthanized it.
Fucking shot it.
It was a horse that made the rider $5 million in prize money, and it was like one of the top rated horses, and I assume in the cup or the world or some shit. I'm not entirely sure, but it broke its leg, and they're just like, "Fuck you, bang!"
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can horses live with a broken leg?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I think that's why they have to kill a horse when it breaks its leg.
Maybe
Apparently,
not
it's
like
cruel.
afterwards.
I think they like live in pain their entire life.
It's impossible to fix.
Because, like, realistically, if a horse could, if they could keep the horse alive and it be, happy and okay that it's, recovering, then they would keep it alive because they could keep using its, like, sperm and shit to make, better, like, new horses.
Thing they give the dogs.
They're
they
like,
put wheels on the back.
guys, before you shoot it, let's jack it off and get some sperm.
All I'm trying to prove here is that clearly, if they're euthanizing it, there's probably a reason for it.
Well, yeah,
that's
but
true.
it's still not a good fucking look for the horse race.
$5 million, bro.
Oh, horse broke its leg.
Bang.
Bang.
We don't need to bring up again just how dumb horses are, okay?
Yeah, horses are pretty fucking stupid.
They have small brains and they're dumb as hell. But
dude,
this does make me sad to hear, and I don't want horses to die. I want horses to live their best life.
In horse-related news, I actually read an article. In the way that dogs, they get attached to a particular human, like they see one human over another and they're like, that's my owner. I love this guy. Or I love this girl. Like they're amazing. I love him. But anyone else, they're like, oh, I don't really know who you are, but I'm still comfortable around you. With horses, they're comfortable around people in general. The studies that they did measured a horse's heartbeat. So its heart beats faster when there's like nobody around because it's more nervous. But when it has people around it, I think evolutionarily it gets calm. But there's no distinction between a random person being around it or its owner being around it. So they're making the argument that a horse doesn't really have a bond with any particular human. They're just kind of like okay with most humans, right? So in other words, fuck horses because they don't care about us.
But what the fuck?
And speaking of horses, my throat's actually quite hoarse. I think it might be time to wrap up the show.
True.
Right.
That's a good note to end it on. Good
Fuck
joke.
horses.
Not fuck horses.
Be a good person and fuck horses.
Yes.
On YouTube for educational purposes.
Yeah.
Yes. Guys, thanks for listening to another episode of the Misfits Podcast. It's been lovely spending time with you. Hope you enjoyed the conversation.
Sponsored by GamerSubs.
Sponsored by GamerSubs, as always.
GamerSubs.gg.
Code Misfits.
10% off.
We'll see you guys next week.
Maybe live in person.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe on the set.
Wow.
Get that set up.
Sorry, Toby.
That's all right. I'll be home soon enough.
Soon.
We are soon enough.
Love you guys.
Right.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Later, boys.
Catch you later.